Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will analyze about structuralism theory for my final exam entitled Structuralism Analysis of the Bad Beginning Story by Lemony Snicket. The Bad Beginning Story is a series of unfortunate events that will be analyzed using dynamic structuralism, analyzing the intrinsic element such as setting, plot, point of view, character, and characterization. First is the point of view of this story is the author. Lemony Snicket wants to tell that it is his sad duty to write down these unpleasant tales, and the setting of this story takes place entirely in an unnamed city that Lemony Snicket describes as a dirty and busy place. Why he describes like that? Because his purpose is made the setting of the story is ambigu. He didn't want people to know what town or country were set in. The next is the character. Character in this story is Violet, Klaus, Sunny, Baudelaire, and those three are from the orphan of Baudelaire family. And then Count Olaf, Justice Strauss, and Mr. Poe. And each character has their characterization, such as Violet Baudelaire. She is the eldest of the three Baudelaire family, of the three Baudelaire children, and she is 14 years old and extremely bright, clever, smart, and so on. Her genius lies in the ability to invent things, and she spends a great deal of her time coming up with new inventions. Since she is the oldest Baudelaire, she feels responsible for her two younger siblings, Klaus and Sunny, because she made a promise to her mother to keep her siblings safe and to protect them. The next is Klaus Baudelaire. He is the middle child in the Baudelaire family, and he has distinction of being the only boy. His favorite things is reading, thus he can read many books as he wants. Klaus is an excellent researcher and extremely intelligent. He works with his older sister, Violet, to figure out ways out of the sticky situation that they were past. And the next is Sunny Baudelaire. She is only a baby when her parents perished in an awful fire, but she still has some adorable personality. Even though other people can't understand Sunny, her siblings always do. Because she's just a baby, Sunny can contribute much to the cleverness of her older siblings. She is obviously on her way to becoming just as brilliant as both of them. She is very perceptive and notices things around her. Next is Count Olaf. He is to be the one of the most dreadful and truly terrible bad guys ever to grace the pages of this novel. From the first moment that the Baudelaires met him, they got the bad impression about him, not only from his house, not only from his look, but his house too. His house is in shambles, and he got the weird tattoo of an eye on his ankle. The next is Mr. Poe. He is the banker who handles the Baudelaire children's affairs. He seems more worried about protecting their money than he does keeping them safe. He also always has a calf. Even though he offers the children a place to stay while he finds them a guardian, it is clear he doesn't much care for them, and he is always describing himself as a very busy man. Okay, and the last is Justice Strauss. She is the next door neighbor to Count Olaf and one of the only people who treats the Baudelaires with kindness and makes life bearable for them. And also the children have an excellent first impression about her. Okay, the next analysis is about the sign or symbol. There are three symbols that mentioned in this story. The first is an eye. Sure, everyone has eyes, but Count Olaf is most associated with the symbol of a single eye. Not only does he use an eye decorating his front door and room filled with drawings of eye, but he also has an ocular tattoo on his ankle. While eyes can be symbols of good luck in some cultures, such as the ancient Egyptian had the eye of Horus to watch over them and protect them. This one has some Nazi connotation. Okay, basically the presence of this one freaky looking eye makes the Baudelaires feel like Count Olaf is always watching them. Even though Count Olaf might not always be physically around, the children have the sense that he has his eye on their fortune. The second symbol is a book. Reading is fundamental. Books and reading play a major role in the bad beginning story. Before their parents died, Violet, Klaus, and Sunny loved to read in their gigantic home library. But when they go to live with Count Olaf, there's not a book inside his house, even though it is one book. Okay, here the children use books as a way to escape from Count Olaf and his villainy. They may be forced to live with him, but by reading about all their favorite topics, they can drift away into a world of fantasy. Books don't only provide a distinction. Books don't only provide a distraction for the children, they are also a source of salvation. Whenever the Baudelaires have a problem, they look in a book. The last symbol is the law. Generally, laws are a good thing, but when the law says it is okay for a 14-year-old girl to marry her greedy or dreadful guardian, maybe it is time to rethink the things. The law in this book is often tied to trouble. The children can't get access to any of their money by law until Violet comes of age. In each of these cases, the adults in the story appeal to the law in order to deny the children something that would be in their best interest. Even though Mr. Pooh and Justice Strauss trying to help the children, they still confine themselves to the letter of the law without ever worrying about what might actually be the right thing to do. Even though everyone is clearly upset that Count Olaf has married Violet, the adults all agree that legally they are married. The law sort of shuffles around the plot as yet another way for adults to act with total incompetence, enabling them to be all like, we can break the law better to let the children live with the madman. Oh no. Okay, those all my analysis about structuralism in the bad beginning story. I hope you like this video and thank you for watching. So wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.